Hey guys, Grease Monkey 34 here. Gonna be coming with another video about gonna be pulling out the old Polaris Sportsman. The motor is pretty bad, so we're gonna be getting this thing out and working on it, and maybe swapping a different motor. So to get started, this one I lifted in here in the wintertime, and it went over the rim, so you gotta pick it right up. So I gotta do that. That's why I got the tractor out here with the gin pole. Gonna lift it up and over. It fits right in this building, no problem. So I get to doing that. In a simple click of the button, we'll lift the quad. Okay, got it pulled out. Now I'm going to lift it up and move it over the building. Okay guys, got it pulled out. It's just hanging here. Pretty lightweight on the front of the tractor right now because this quad is really heavy. So yeah, I had to get one of my friends to sit on the front, but yeah. Got her out anyways. Gonna back her into the shop to move this quad and put it in the building. So yeah, then I can get to working on it. Okay guys, got the quad here. Uncover the engine. Me and my brother are gonna try to lift it out and see how it goes. The engine already loose and everything, so don't have to worry about that. Okay, got the engine out. Pretty much a lot of room in there. The engine had a knocking noise and it did overheat, so it could be a bent rod or something in it. But I don't like to look at that. But I think the engine is pretty screwed, unfortunately. But yeah, other plans I got for this is to use the same engine bracket, this one here, and weld a plate across. And you probably guess what I'm going to be doing is putting like a 420cc engine in, lawnmower engine or whatever you use them for, and power it from the belt driven from the secondary to the first dairy. Because it's a 1-inch axle, it'll slide right onto a 420cc, no problem. But I think what I'm going to do is strip some of the wiring off this, except the winch. I want to keep the winch on, and take the radiator out because I'm not going to use that. And that, yeah, should be fine. Okay guys, got some of it taken out. Radiator, carburetor. This is a Mikuni carburetor, so maybe I'll put it back in if it'll fit on the 420. But it should. But yeah, pretty bare bones. Up in here, nice and hollow now, so I may even put a battery up here if I wanted to. But yeah, I think now I got to set a set of wheels and tires on the trailer. I'm gonna put on these rims just to make it roll around a little bit easier. These are 10-inch on the rears and 8-inch on the fronts, and those tires over there are 10 in and 8, so they should work fine on here. But they're only 25, so they're not too tall. So a good trail machine. We're not going to be taking this in the deep water anyways. Hey guys, got a different set of tires on the rims, so it's more quad-like. I got on this side, I put the original secondary back on. And it does move when I got it in gear right now. Right now I'm just marking up how the engine is going to lay in there. But it'll be a little tight fit for 420, but it'll work, I think. Got it somewhat in place, mocked up. Right now, it just got a blown up Honda engine on right now, but it's the same bolt pattern, same size of a 420. So yeah, that's what it's gonna look like at the angle. Yeah, about 3/4 inch spaced from the transmission here. So it shouldn't heat it up because the head is 3/4 inch. It's close, but not too close. It blocked up about 3 inches, 3.5 inches, and it clears everything up here. So it should be fine. And on this side, got the clutch just sitting there for now. But you can see, yeah, how the angle is. Not too much of an angle, just a little bit tilted forward toward the end on this thing, but it should be fine for the connecting rod to pick up oil and cool the engine down and lubricate everything. But everything else fits, and the exhaust will clear, intake will clear. But I think that's the location for it. And I can get a belt for that length. So alright, I got it mocked up for now, so I'll be back when I do some more. Hey guys, Grease Monkey 34 here, coming back. This is the second day working on the project. I got the quad in the garage. Everything I left from last time I was out. But today, we're going to be unboxing a brand new motor. This is one of the brand new Power Fist 420s. As you can see, the gas tank look way different on the box. So let's open it up and see. I already picked up some oil. This is some Castle GTX 1040. In case in the summertime it'll get hotter, so there we go. This is not synthetic. I do not like running synthetic oil. And I got some this stuff with the zinc in it. You want to run some zinc in your smaller engines. So let's unbox this thing. Let's give her the opening up treatment. It's always like Christmas when you open up a new motor. There she is. Come with a book, and the tools, and the keys. What else did they come in this box? Hey, they got the key thing, the key separate. That one didn't come like that. Okay, get this plastic off and see what I'm dealing with. Alright, made in China. Yeah, definitely a nice motor. Look nice. Look like a decent motor. Got the cover here and there. Gotta remove this, but yeah. Can't have none of this made in China on these. I guess that plugs in there. Power Fist 420. Choke on. Gas on. Alright, yeah, I guess it's the fuel tank. Fuel tank is different. Got this nice smooth edge here, not so square. The airbox looks a little bit different too. Airbox has got a round edge too, so it's more sleek and smooth. I am liking it. And I got a solenoid on the starter. That looked different. Okay. And it's still the original 420. Should be the same block and everything. Yeah. Not Hemi. So, good enough for me. Good enough. So, let's put some oil in it and fire it up. And put the, I guess, let's hook this up here. Okay guys, got a liter of the castor oil in it, and I got some additive for the zinc compound in it for oil. I did drain out the little bit of oil they had from the factory, the break-in oil. Don't really need that. And filled it up in gas a little bit, half a tank. And we're gonna keep it running for a bit here for the first startup. So let's start this puppy up. I hooked a booster cable up to a battery for the electric start. So choke on, fuel is on, throttle, we don't really need it right now. Let's do this. Okay guys, ran it for a bit, so now it should be all broken in. The engine, I am going to take the fuel tank off, the muffler. So I want to build, I'm thinking building off these over across here and hooking into these two front. Keep everything bolting. So I'm going to get to doing that and I'll be back. Okay guys, got some stuff put together here. First of all, I got this big piece of C-channel. It was 7 inches wide. I only needed about 4 inches wide, but yeah. Put the bolt pad one right in the center for the engine. With some nice carved out grooves so I can slide the engine back and forth a good 2 inches at least. But yeah, I got this cut out and I got these grooves come out, and this is a 3/8 plate. So it should be thick enough. Then I got some what was it? A little bit thicker than 1/8 inch, but not the quarter. Angle iron. I got a piece here. I iron bolted it. There's this bracket here. Bolts to the transmission. Then this mostly take over the same brackets. I don't want to weld anything on this frame, so everything gonna be bolt on. This is adjustable. It can go up and down a little bit to see what angle it is. That's because this plate is not this plate. This mount is not perfectly square, so it needs to be adjustable. So when I lay this plate down, I can adjust it and then bolt it finally. And then on this side, I got this piece of angle iron. And how I bolted it through is I took some longer nuts than for threaded rods to adjust them. But I don't know if you can see there, right up in here, there's one there and one right over here. I did welded them on the top, on the inside there, and bolted that in so it's good and solid. And on this groove on here, it'll go right against it and then weld it solid. But this the 420, no way it can bend this. I don't think the 670 can bend a 3/8 plate. But it's going to be something like that. I'll adjust this angle because there's like a little bit of slop there. This plate is fine. It's perfectly straight, this plate. So it just, this bracket here is not straight enough. So yeah, get that lined up, welded in, and then I want to carve the grooves because it's easier carving the grooves when in the machine because I can drill straight down and just use the grinder to cut it out. Pretty simple. And then we can bolt the engine on. So I'm gonna get doing some stuff on this, and I will be back. Okay guys, got her welded in and bolted in all the way. So nice and solid in there. So now I'm gonna take the engine float in and mark out where the bolts are gonna be, or the holes, and drill it out, and then take the grinder and carve out some grooves. Because that's gonna take a bit. Okay guys, got it all drilled out. As you can see, got 8 holes. They're all 3/8. A little bit oversized 3/8. And now I'm just gonna cut along here 2 lines on both sides to connect both of these holes on each one to make 4 grooves. And they're about 3 inches apart, so at a 3-inch, you can adjust the engine 3 inches. So that would be good. This is the farther back you can get it. It's almost touching the transmission, almost. That just in case I wanted to make it close as possible. But okay, I'm going to take the grinder, angle grinder, and carve these out. Okay guys, got her carved out. Got the 4 grooves, as you can see. So now I'm going to work on the engine a little bit. I'm going to take the fuel, drain the fuel out I had in it, take off the fuel tank, the exhaust, and the air filter, so I can make that fit into there. So I'm going to be using the original fuel tank, so I'm not going to need a fuel tank. The exhaust system, I'm going to take the original exhaust because it's brand new, so I'm going to use that. And for air filter, I think I'm going to get a pod filter that go on the end. Okay guys, got the fuel tank off and the exhaust back in the box. And the air filter, so this is what I'm left with. Fits in there pretty snug. And it can move up and down about 3 inches. But yeah, everything works. Fits just like the Honda motor down there. But looking good with the blue. It matched the blue on the Polaris. So now I just gotta bolt it in and hook everything up. And find myself a clutch that will work on this 1-inch shaft. Hey guys, Grease Monkey from the future here. The torque converter I'm going to be using is a 780 torque converter with a 1-inch input, so that is going to be used for that. And next episode I'm going to be working on the exhaust, the intake, the fuel tank, all the good stuff. So we'll see you next time on the 420 powered quad build. Bye bye.